this video, I'm going to show you how I made these Wonder Woman edible image cookies. So stay tuned and I will show you how. The things that I use: a 3-inch square cookie cutter, royal blue food coloring by Wilton, or you can use any other color. And I have some Wonder Woman edible images. Alright guys, let's get started. Alright guys, to start off with our cookie, I will be using an edible marker just to measure around where my corners are going to be at. So this roughly gives me this measurement of where that edible image is going to be. I'm going to put this back into my bag so it won't dry out. And I'm going to be using some yellow icing and a tip too. It could be white or any other color, but I do suggest just keeping it in a light color. I just had some leftover icing from a previous cookie that I was making, and might as well use it up. But I do recommend using white. That way it doesn't show up through the cookie, through the image. Go ahead and spread this out. I love making these edible image cookies. If you haven't noticed, I do quite a bit of them. I love making these printouts. It's just really easy to do, and the images are just really neat. So I'm going to go ahead and take out my image, and I'm going to peel this off, and I'm going to see there should be enough. If you didn't feel enough, that's okay. Just go ahead and press this a little bit like this towards the outside, and that'll kind of squish some of the icing out. And make sure that your corners are sticking. Okay, so that's about it. And I'm gonna let this dry. I'll give it about an hour or so, that way I can go with my border. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest, and then I'll be back. Okay, so to finish this cookie off, I'm gonna go ahead and use a number 16. This is by Sunny Side Up Bakery. It's a different brand. It's not Wilton, but I think Wilton might have a 16 as well. It's just a very small star tip. And I'm using a blue here because I do find that it has a lot of red and a lot of yellow on there, and it does have some blue on it, so I want that blue to pop. I do have a lot that have a lot of red on it, so I don't want to add more red. I think this blue will go nice with some of that blue shading she has in her black hair. So, but you can use any color, of course. So what I'm gonna do is just what I do with my edible image cookies, and just give it a shell border. I give this one a star 1, and I added some mini, well, they're not mini actually, they're just regular red, white, and blue stars, and they do come in mini. Actually, I do have some in mini. I'm gonna do just a shell border for this one, and nothing fancy, so just very simple shell border, and just squeeze and pull. And it's nice to have something that'll hold it on to your tray, or else it'll move all over the place. And do have your icing in a little bit of a thick consistency. I didn't notice now that I'm piping that it's starting to soften up, but I think because I've been piping a few other cookies, and the warmth of my hand does seem to soften up this icing. So I better work quickly before it gets worse. Alright, so I'm just going to bring this peak down, and that's basically it. Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how to do the star one, and I did go and get my little mini stars, and as you see, they're really tiny, super tiny. So I'm going to go ahead and get those ready. And again, with my number 16 tip, just squeeze out some stars, and my icing is getting pretty soft, so work quickly or else it'll start melting all over the place. And I'm gonna see if I can find some red, white, and blue nonpareils, and I can use that for another cookie, just to give you some options. So then just go ahead and sprinkle some of these stars on there, just so they won't be so plain. But you don't have to. I did get these online because I couldn't find them anywhere else. So that's it for that. I'll take some of the ones that are stuck on there. And I'm going to do some of the other ones and let them dry, and then I'm going to put them all together. Alright guys, here are the images that I ended up using. I love making these types of cookies because you can choose any type of image that you like for any type of theme, for anniversaries, weddings, baby showers, you name it. They're just very easy to put together. And again, you can decorate them as you wish. I didn't have any of the red, white, and blue nonpareils, so I just used what I had, which were some jimmies and some stars. I do highly recommend to use white icing like I have been doing in the past. I just ended up using some leftover icing, and it will start to bleed into your paper. I see a lot of my yellow coming through that image, so do use the white to avoid that. And I believe that is all, guys. So I thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And I will talk to you soon. Thanks so much for watching, guys. And have a good one.